Okay, I'm doing more Ironclad today because we kind of cheated yesterday in the last run, and I'll take pretty much any excuse to play Ironclad. It's not really a rule for myself. I'm sure it'll be inconsistent whenever I play like Defect or something. Silver Crucible, always nice. New Leaf, we could transform a defend immediately. Or one of two colorless cards. Okay, this time I'm gonna check the map first. First 3 card rewards you see. I don't think that's gonna count for the shop, but this gives us like a decent chance of chosen cheese, but doesn't let us snipe an elite. This route potentially lets us snipe an elite, or rather get the upgraded card reward really quickly. This path doesn't. So let's look at the campfires. We'll have a decent amount of gold if we go that way. Maybe get gold from an event. And hit up a second shop. I don't really like that. That feels kind of like a waste of a node, but it might be fine. Just means if we don't like what we see in this shop, we just save our money. I'll take the Silver Crucible. Corpse slugs. I mean, I guess we'll full block it, but not ideal. 6, 14, and we have only attacks. We can't kill one of them to stun the other. So I guess we'll just put as much damage on one as we can. A strike kills him. Bash strike, I suppose. Radiant tincture. Pillage, flame barrier, or iron wave. I don't really like iron wave. Pillage. Both of these are pretty good cards. I think we might want flame barrier for when we fight those elites. Or at least we're gonna fight one elite. I don't know. Maybe it's the eels and we get a lot of thorns damage on them. Okay, here's 1 of 5 random upgraded cards. And we can get the pillage now too. I don't really like Drum of Battle, Havoc. I like Headbutt and I like Pillage, but Pillage looks nice and it can help us draw into Flame Barrier. And I guess we can put Sharp on Pillage, but maybe it's better to put Nimble on Flame Barrier. I know it's kind of inefficient because it's like 1 energy per 1 block instead of, if you put it on Defend, 1 energy for 7 block. Or 1 energy for 2 block. Defense 101, don't get hit. Rest of the passage, and it's surprisingly illuminating. You incorporate these ideas into your battle tactics. And this will be another upgrade card award. We're not going to get the one from the elite anymore, unfortunately. This is a good turn for a flame barrier. And pillage. Yeah, that was a night. I'm feeling a lot better about taking flame barrier now. That felt nice. And unmovable. We gotta take it. With a big block like flame barrier. Like I want to play flame barrier, but need to put vulnerable on him. We'll draw it again soon. Plus, we want to play immovable at some point. Take as little damage as possible. We get a turn that he's taking off now. Pillage. Strike, strike. It's at least 20 damage on him. If we can get 30... Well, this is a really good flame barrier. And doesn't really matter what we play as our other card. I guess we'll play 2 defense. Not much choice there. Maybe a bash and a defend. Hopefully we can kill him next turn. Village? Yeah, we get there. Art of War. I don't know how often. Well, with the flame barrier thing going on, maybe there are turns we don't play attacks. Something to keep in mind at least. Spite, Iron Wave, or Havoc. I like Spite, but we don't have any enabler for it right now. I mean, Pillage kind of increases the value of zero cost attacks. So there's an argument there, but I'm not gonna take it. Oh no! Miniature tent, too expensive. I mean, a bloodletting on sale, or an offering on sale, it's kind of a nice deal. Yeah. I'll take an offering. And I can afford a card removal. Get a defend out. Could rest. I mean, we could upgrade offering. Or upgrade bash. It's rare. We gotta upgrade it. I don't want to lose my pillage, but I don't want to lose pillage. I'll lose a strike. I'll take an empty chest. I'll take a 7 gold shop. What can you offer me that makes me sadder than not being able to afford tent? Nothing. Squid. Do I want to take 6 to basically guarantee... We draw into bash. Okay. I think we might be able to kill him this turn. Yeah, I think that offering was worth it. And we get a blood potion. Brand. I wish this card itself exhausted. But it looks like a good card. Gives us self-damage. Or more self-damage if we want to enable something like Rupture. Do I want to fight an elite? I think with the blood potion and the radiant tincture, and this guy, or these guys, this is why we took flame barrier. Just start off immediately with a flame barrier. Maybe put a bash on the guy buffing. And brand out a strike. No. Yeah, brand out a strike. Because they're not going to be as effective this combat. We want to draw our defends with Immovable. Yeah, Flame Barrier's putting in some serious work. Go ahead and play Offering so I can draw my Immovable. Then Immovable Flame Barrier before I look at any of the other options. 15 on you, make sure you die. You're buffing, but you have 13 HP. You have the most HP, and you're going to take a lot of damage from Flame Barrier. Okay, I think this is one of the best times, or one of the best attempts at this combat that I've had. Pillage. Ten block. Strike, strike. Oh, I don't think we really need to take 1 damage unnecessarily, but if we lose the run by 1 damage, I suppose that's fine. Whenever you lose HP in combat, gain 3 block next turn. That could be something. I like a taunt. And we have the block thing going on. Taunt feels taunt implies vulnerable, but it feels useful. Could immediately... I think I want to ignore this guy. Something like taunt, brand out, a defend, and bash. Surely we can kill this guy, like, yeah, this turn, right? We can't do it with 2 strikes, so we can't play Immovable, but that's fine. I mean, just play Flame Barrier Pillage, I guess? And he'll die to the Flame Barrier. Or no, he won't. Yes, he will. I can't do math. I mean, I like Molten Fist. It exhausts. It has exhaust synergy and vulnerable synergy, and we've dipped our toes into both, so surely we can take it. Against Waterfall Giant with a blood potion and a block potion, I definitely want to upgrade something like Brand. Oh, taunt applying 2 vulnerable is pretty big. I don't think we have any like multi-attacks. If we had something like Twin Strike, I'd probably upgrade Brand, but I like this. Okay, our block synergies might not be as effective against Waterfall Giant, but we shouldn't be able to get a Steam Eruption that last turn unless we're really unlucky. But I don't really like to consider Slay the Spire really luck heavy. Like, there's the drafting. It's such a well-made game. I've noticed in these playbacks that I make quite bad plays whenever I'm just yapping and not thinking deeply about the cards I'm playing. So I gotta think sometimes. This is probably better than a defend. In like an objective sense. So he's gonna heal himself. Which is kind of a bad turn to draw a Flame Barrier, but that's fine. If we could get something like, I don't know what it's called in this game, but it's the calipers, where you can hold up to 10 block each turn, that would be really nice. Let's pillage first. I think I want a taunt, brand out my bash, and take 4 to play a strike. Okay. He's gonna buff up the Steam Eruption again. Something like taunt, strike, defend. Our deck is getting really thin. I should maybe stop exhausting cards. I'm getting kind of scared. I don't want to brand out all of my defends and get to the Steam Eruption turn and draw no defends. So I might want to start branding out some strikes. But I need the damage to kill him. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Steam Eruption's at 39. Hey kitty. Village. And Flame Barrier makes it so that we don't take 25 damage. And now we can brand out a strike. Although I am kind of scared. Steam Eruption's at 42. We have the block potion and the blood potion. We should be fine, right? We just gotta get 27 more on him. Which means we wouldn't have to block this turn. Okay, we get there. And exhaust a strike. Make it more likely I draw into good blocks next turn. I really wanted to see Flame Barrier. I could pillage into Flame Barrier. No. As long as we survive with at least 1 HP, this is fine. So this is an important point to do the math. 24 makes us go to 21. We'll survive with 7 HP. That's fine. Barricade. I don't even think I've gotten a block build online in Slay the Spire 1, but Barricade and Juggernaut? Oh my god, it's 3 really good block options. Crimson Mantle kind of works with the self damage, but Barricade, I think Barricade can help us really like deal with these longer fights where we can just put up 36 block on a turn where the enemy isn't attacking. Maybe we'll get punished by some boss. Enchant a skill with imbued, starting with an immediate flame barrier could be nice. An immediate taunt makes it so that we can try and win on turn 1. Rerolling each card reward. We have a pretty decent setup to a deck. Not taking break again. I didn't like it. We could make it so that Offering is automatically played at the start. But that's scary. I think Flame Barrier makes it so that if we draw like Barricade turn 1, we can just play it without having to cry. Flame Barrier is already enchanted. I guess that's a pretty good reason to Enchanted Defend over Flame Barrier with 2 block. Let's look at the campfires. This is 2, 2. This is 2, but you can't go this way. This has a shop. It's kind of early. Does this have a late shop? Fighting 2 elites gives you a late shop. Okay, maybe. That's unfortunate. I really would like a flame barrier that plays right now. I guess the taunt could be worse. I'm gonna take 5 here, but I want to get the barricade out. I want to take as little damage as possible until the campfire because we need to upgrade barricade. What gave me an extra energy? Oh, Art of War. Interesting. We have the barricade up now. I think we can play a lot of blocks. And with the self-forming clay. Put down Immovable. I don't think we need to play Offering. We're not taking damage on this turn, so let's get Vulnerable back up. Village? We can stun him. May as well. And taunt Brand Molten Fizz Strike. And Flame Barrier Strike. Pillage a defend, or brand a defend, and then pillage. Strike, strike. Man, this is the slowest I've ever had to play Ironclad. Maybe I was holding myself back from getting the shield, block build online. I don't have any AoE. I don't have any self-damage payoff other than the self-forming clay, which admittedly is pretty good with Barricade. Twin Strike could become our new main source of consistent damage with Brand. It's like our best scaling. Unmovable Flame Barrier. Well, I guess we didn't need to play Immovable. We could have played like Twin Strike, but that's some decent damage on these guys up front. I think we'll probably lose more HP this combat by not playing Offering. Maybe we need a good block in our deck other than just Flame Barrier. Could brand out Strike. And pillage. Molten Fist. Kill him, and block for funsies. And then 12, we don't have it. We have it. We have quite a bit of exhaust. I think we can take Pax End. Then we don't need the explosive ampule. I think Pax In, playing Offering makes it incredibly likely that we can also play Pax In this turn, which didn't happen, but it was pretty likely. It was unlikely to draw just strikes and defends, in my opinion, but that's what happened. I have 8 block. This full blocks. And then Molten Fist isn't really going to get to pop off with the artifacts. Oh wait, he puts those in our discard pile. Something like Flame Barrier, Immovable, and branding out a strike. That could work. Could just play all of our cards. Not much to think about there, I suppose. 6 from the self-forming clay. Could just play Flame Barrier, Pax End, and maybe try and set them both up to die to the next Pax End. Just kill the one attacking, I suppose. We got his artifact to wear off. That's something. Pillage does it. Ash water, I think, is worth drinking our blood potion. I took Trimble last time. I learned my lesson. Not interested in any of those right now, unfortunately. We can perfectly afford Inflame and card removal. Battle Trance and Infernal Blade would be nice too, but I mean, it's perfect change. How can you resist perfect change? Now with our block build going on, I normally just remove all the defense from the Ironclad, but they feel like they're actually working decently well with Barricade and Immovable or Unmovable. We really need to upgrade Barricade. Being able to not play any block on the turn we draw it is pretty unfortunate. And we're able to get a Barricade off on turn 1. I think our main strategy for fighting this guy is to play Flame Barrier as much as possible. He's dealing 21, so I'll go ahead and play the block potion. It's as good as it's ever gonna get. Takes 6 to try and push some damage on him while he has the vulnerable. Could put more vulnerable on him. Let's start with... Is it until you draw a non-attack? So let's start with drawing Unmovable. And then we have Barricade, so put up a Flame Barrier and extend his vulnerability. I'd like to play the Twin Strike, but it's not going to happen right now. Oh, I think we have a good setup. We just need to maintain enough block to not have our deck constantly full of dazes. Or rather, well, okay. The combat is over. I think we can take another Pax End easily. Move 2 strikes. An ultimate defend seems quite nice. Bone Anvil. I don't think we need a shop anymore, because we got a shop there. So do I want to fight 1 elite or 2 elites? Well, a shop also heals us for 15. Worst case scenario. War paint. Okay. I'm not offended by that at all. I would have preferred it hit brand. But, eh. Flame Barrier seems pretty good. And I guess a Twin Strike is better than a Strike. Oh yeah, and he's gonna give us the tax return. Unmovable into Offering into Barricade, Ultimate Defend, brand out a Strike, play a Molten Fist, and play some good cards. I think we're in good shape. Hopefully we draw Flame Barrier. Nope. Can play Inflame. Maybe... Oh. That costs energy. Oh, no, we'll get energy back. Nope. No Flame Barrier, unfortunately. I think we can do one of these. Just play our Pax Ends. Welcome back, Flame Barrier. I guess we'll play Flame Barrier, exhaust out the defend that's upgraded. He's at 3 HP, 23 HP with his block. I was about to say it shouldn't matter what I draw, hopefully, if I'm playing the deck correctly. An upgraded Molten Fist also exhausts. I see the Whirlwind, but I don't know. We also got Potion Belt. I love Potion Belt. Especially after I got haunted by Alchemize. I think... No, we want to save the Ash Water against the Elite, I think. Unfortunately. This guy's going to put Weaken on us. Which... Just try and set up getting him as killed as fast as possible. I don't want to be weakened while trying to fight this guy at the same time. 14 does not do it. 13 does not do it. I don't really want to... We don't have Barricade up. We're gonna take 5. I would rather stall. I don't think we've drawn Offering yet, so... Yeah, there we go. Wish I had to get a crazy offering. Barricade Flame Barrier feels like a good enough offering to me. Now we can Molten Fist. Brand out a strike. We only have 2 cards in our exhaust pile, so there's no point in pillaging and trying to draw a Pax End. I think we're likely to draw a Pax End, so we'll burn the Molten Fist, get us to 3. And we drew 2 this turn. Okay. There we go. We get there. Breakthrough. I don't think we need to add more AoE with 2 Pax Ends. I'd kind of like to keep the deck thin, but at the same time, we're exhausting cards every deck cycle with Brand. So if we count just cards that exhaust on their own or powers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So really we have a 13 card deck that we're consistently drawing through. Unrelenting doesn't feel good because we have fairly cheap attacks. Breakthrough, it would give more fuel for a self-damage payoff, but we don't have a self-damage payoff. I think we'll skip. 6 more damage on the Pax End's kind of huge. But we're playing Brand basically every deck cycle. So getting 2 strength instead of 1 feels nice. Here's Decimillipede here to remind me why I would have wanted Breakthrough, but let's see if we can get to 3 cards exhausted before... Oh, we can play the Ashwater. You start off with Unmovable Ultimate Defend. Oh, that's not going to... That's fine. And then Inflame. And sure. We'll exhaust the Molten Fist. Okay, all in all, not too bad of a turn. So I think we can pop the Ashwater to burn 2 strikes. Enable Pax End. And then we're weakened. So maybe something like kill the guy weakening us. Need to bash him. That's fine, I don't want to be weakened. I'm gonna take quite a bit of damage here, but that's what the HP is for. May start with a pillage. This guy is going to weaken us. An offering. Barricade Flame Barrier makes it so that we can kind of just stall out this fight, but I'd rather end the fight. Hellraiser would be nice. Expect a fight could be nice. We already have the offering, and we really need to upgrade it. I think with how much card draw we have, it kind of is unfavorable with, where is it? Village. I don't know. I guess we can always just exhaust it with Brand if we don't like it. Go ahead and get some healing. Man, I would have preferred to just take that. That's fine. Setup Strike could be useful. Feel No Pain works really well with what we've got going on. I would have liked to do a card removal with it, but we'll take it. We don't have to upgrade that, but we do have to upgrade Expect to Fight. Okay, let's see if this abomination I've crafted is actually going to do what I want it to do. Starting off with both of our core powers feels very nice. And I don't think we need to pop a colorless potion right now. So we've got our setup turn out of the way without taking any damage. So we can do things like this. And just store up a lot of block. The problem is going to be needing to play frantic escapes all the time. Hopefully we should be able to make it consistent though, with exhausting everything. Play Offering into Expect to Fight, a Frantic Escape. Oh, we drew the Pillage, so I guess we could have played Pillage before Expect to Fight, but hopefully that's fine. We can get Vulnerable Molten Fist. Frantic, Frantic. Just let's stall out this fight as long as possible. And exhausting one more card gives us Pact Send. Okay. I feel pretty good about this fight so far. I think we just may as well play it safe. There's a lightning storm outside right now. Ooh, I don't know if my mic picks up that thunder, but sounds nice. Maybe we can start exhausting these frantic escapes that cost way too much. Let's see. How about a flame barrier and a molten fist? We're going so slow. Is this how Slay the Spire is supposed to be played? Playing one attack per turn. Okay. We've escaped frantically. I mean, it's all we could have asked for. Fight me, Ironclad. The Ironclad fights tanks. Yes, mighty fight. Take weapon. I heard you kill an elite, upgrade 4 random cards. We don't have super important cards, but how many? Let's read the other options first. Cooking at rest sites. Cooking at rest sites. And Sigh. I've never taken Sigh because it sounds like it sucks, but in this specific deck, maybe? It just doesn't feel nearly as powerful as the other two options. How many rest sites could we cook at? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I like this path. And I don't think we need to hit up the early shop. Let's get cooking. We'll cook. An offering first. Into a Forgotten Ritual. Into a Bash. Upgraded Molten Fist. play our powers. Another Molten Fist and a Strike. Okay. Now we can play Pack's End, which we'll draw into 2 of. We don't have Barricade up, but that's fine. Could Colorless Potion, try and find... Nah. I can just wait until the next turn. Would have been insane to not have lethal on that turn. I mean, Shrug It Off is pretty good. Don't need to think about that one too much, I suppose. We should maybe be mindful of how big our deck is getting, but our goal is to start cooking. It'd be nice to have something like Lantern, have more energy on turn 1. Ultimate Defend blocks how much damage you do, and we can go ahead and bash. When he attacks 5 times, that's gonna do 30 damage to him, so we just need to play Flame Barrier once on a turn that he's attacking. The Thorns Relic would also be really nice. Here's that Flame Barrier I ordered. Okay. Now we don't have a way to kill him. Yeah, even playing the Molten Fist doesn't enable our Pack's End, but that's fine. Inferno gives us some solid AoE. We have a lot of powers. I don't want to run into powers guy, the light bulb. Enchant a card that exhausts with Soul's Power. Could have Offering every deck cycle. Or Impervious. Or Forgotten Soul. All of these are pretty good options. Because the Decay I feel like we can exhaust most of the time, and if not, I'm hoping that it enables Inferno. And if we're going with Inferno, then maybe we do want to put it on the Offering instead of the Impervious. I don't know, putting it on Impervious could have also been crazy, but we had to put it on something there. We can pillage first. Molten Fist, Forgotten Ritual, Feel No Pain, Twin Strike. That's something. Brand the Decay before I look at anything else. Could have been bad if I had drawn Inferno. And Impervious is enough block, but let's go ahead and play Shrug first. We might draw our Offering. Can draw or play our Inferno. We need to exhaust one more card to play Pack's End. So what about that? That looked pretty good. And now we'll draw into the second Pack's End, surely. Yep. And are we really gonna take damage? That's crazy. We take 2 damage. Oh. Tornado warning until 9:45 p.m. Take shelter now. Check media. Okay, guys. I guess I'm going to check the weather real quick. Tornado watch. Watch live 37 minutes ago. Yeah, I hear the tornado sirens out now. Severe thunderstorms, yep. I need them to have the part where they just like show when the tornado is supposed to reach what area. Let's see. Is that anywhere near me? Oh, I guess so, yeah. So the actual tornado part is like on a street a mile away. Hmm. Okay. Choose one of three options on how to respond to the tornado. Could respond like dramatically with the whole tornado precautions of getting the cats in the bag and like hiding in the bathroom and stuff. But right now it's showing like there's a thunderstorm in my area which I can see outside. And the actual like circling area of the tornado is a mile away right now. It's blowing in my direction, but okay. I'll do the tornado precautions. So this I will be right back. Hopefully. Okay, I survived, so let's go ahead and continue the run. What were we doing? Looks like we've got self-damage block, some exhaust, so we have a little bit of everything. Okay. Interesting. Basis for a deck, and we have upgrade barricade. Okay, we're block. Yeah, I don't want any of those. I don't know if I saw AoE in the deck. Maybe I really wanted whirlwind. I probably wanted the whirlwind. No offense, but what? Okay. It's way too fast. Orichalcum, I don't think is going to go off. Anchor could be interesting. Start each combat confused. I don't think that's a good idea. Happy flower? He doesn't look like a very happy flower, but do we have... We don't have a guaranteed shop. I'll take a happy flower and then fake anchor. And we're cooking, right? We gotta. Is there anything we would want to upgrade? I mean, these upgrades would be nice, but we took the pot, we gotta cook. With a cleaver. It's the specter of alchemize. Won't leave me alone. Okay, now we can start removing cards from our deck that we don't want in there. Which I guess we just removed 4 of them, but they're all strikes. Now we have a 22 card deck. Unmovable Flame Barrier. You need to draw through Brand. Maybe you should pop the colorless potion. It could be some sort of power. We have 1 attack in our hand. How about we shrug first? Drawn to Barricade. Play Barricade. Feel no pain. And we're about to exhaust our cards anyway. So let's exhaust Bash. And I guess we could have played Expect to Fight 1 for 1 to keep it in our deck. And that's okay. No vulnerable up. Kind of disappointing. Start with pillage. Can we... Okay, we have a lot of energy as long as we play... Save 2 energy for Molten Fist into Forgotten Ritual. Let's see if we can kill the mage. Okay, now we can Offering and play this. Never mind, Offering doesn't exhaust. Okay, I think I see the vision. That felt satisfying. I think we'll be fine for the rest of the combat. Maybe taunt, pillage, ultimate defend, brand our Impervious. And no need to play the Offering again. Demon form. What's the likelihood we run? There's still a chance we run into Lightbulb Man. Against test subject? I don't know, if we can't play it, we can just exhaust it, surely, right? Could remove Defend Bash. Are there any cards we took early in the game that we don't want? I think the answer is no. Maybe could remove Pillage, but it can high roll, which is fun. Could remove Bash Defend. What upgrades? I don't think we need to upgrade Demon Form. Impervious we only get to play once, so theoretically over the course of a long fight we should get more value out of Feel No Pain. And, unless that question mark's an enemy, we didn't run into Lightbulb Man. 1 for 1? I guess I should be using my rocks. May as well. This doesn't look good. We have 0 cards in our exhaust pile. Maybe like Eternal Armor? We could Purity to play Paxend, which doesn't really help. Let's retain. We can hold on to it. I don't want to eat 16, but... Yeah. That's fine, I suppose. And we got to 16 block. Which hopefully looked intentional. It could take 6 to have a good turn. Could play Demon Form. There's a lot of good cards. We have Barricade up, so Immovable Impervious sounds nice. Forgotten Ritual. I'd like to keep the vulnerable on him. Maybe a Demon Form. Brandar Defend. Can brand a slime. Okay. This is fine. Well, that kind of sucked, but that's what Barricade's for. There we go. Get me out of this. Forgotten Ritual is seeming really good. Been putting in work. An upgrade copy, if we cook again, we could remove basic defend and... Wait, there's body slam right there. Okay. I've never played the block build before. And a debt we can just remove through cooking. Might give us another curse. I want the relic. I'll take an uncommon card reward. I could take a common. Pommel Strike would be nice. Vira! I do like to see a Vira. Stampede. I think the more powers we have, the more, like, able we are to play around Test Subject, maybe. It also lets us play things like Bash from hand. We're not going to be able to upgrade it. But we have some energy generation, so maybe that'll be fine. I don't know how I feel about any of these. Setup Strike, maybe? No. Okay, one last cook. Said Walter White to Jesse multiple times. All lies. I think with Stampede, we want to keep the Bash, especially. It might also be our only way of getting vulnerable up, because Molten Fish just doubles it. I want to hold on to that for Barricade. He has 2 vulnerable right now. Oh yeah, we also have the Taunt to apply vulnerable. We can play this to get extra energy. And then Inflame and Flame Barrier. What's Enrage? Whenever you play skill, gains 2 strength. This guy shouldn't last all that long. Stampede. Ultimate Defend Offering? Or, no. Offering. Demon Form. Get it out early. Go ahead and expect a fight. We have 1 card in our exhaust pile right now. Yeah, that's me right now. I don't want to take 24, and we have the ultimate defend, but he's gaining strength pretty quickly, so maybe it'd be best to try and kill him. He's at 24. We can't really exhaust 2 cards. Maybe we play Shrug first. And then we can exhaust 1 card, which will also give us block without having to... Okay. This gives us 4 extra block. Then we play something like this. Okay. I would have really liked to have played Demon Form, but that's unfortunate. So your gimmick, 1 wound each time we take unblocked attack damage. Barricade is almost the last card in our draw pile. We have a 50-50 of drawing Barricade, but no way to really get extra energy. Stoke. That doesn't seem like a good idea. This is free card draw. Means pillage wood guaranteed. Man. Could exhaust Inferno. And then taking 15. Doesn't feel good. Pillage, draw the barricade. Didn't feel like a good turn, but we're also gonna add 2 wounds. That's just things to exhaust. Let's see what we can draw into. 6 energy. We'll need our bash again. We can potentially draw into a wound. Okay. I would like to exhaust a card to get 3 extra energy. I think we still need taunt. And bash. Once we play demon form next cycle, twin strike will be really nice. And you're the card we need the least here is bash. Unfortunate. Okay, we can also kill him this turn. Which sounds like a huge benefit to me. This feels good. Just being able to be like, I already built up nearly 100 block. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, like, immediately. Brand out a wound. Okay. We're done with all our powers now. Now the real fight starts. I can't draw into a way to exhaust a card, so I don't think I need to play the offering. He's intangible. I guess I could draw into something to get... I could draw into like Flame Barrier. Just get some good blocks set up. We almost have a happy flower. Another offering? Yeah. Doesn't really feel like he's doing damage to me. I'm the only one doing damage to me right now. Oh. Where's our flame barrier? It's in the draw pile. Lucky, lucky. But honestly, I probably should have... Oh my god. Did we get there? We get there! Well, that's the Ironclad block build. Okay. My first time running that, but... it seemed to go crazy, and I don't know if we had, like, full synergy for it, so... Yep, we're cursed to fight forever. Architect, Arc, Enemy. Where's the Arch? Architect? Maybe they should or go workshop that one. Do you even know your name? By that reaction, it's kind of a sus reaction. I don't know if Ironclad knows their name. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and do the run analysis. Analysis can be pretty short. This was an insane... This felt like a lot of getting lucky. Like we got... Yeah, we got an offering on sale early. And then we got the self-forming clay. Then we got the barricade at the end of Act 1. That's when things really went crazy. Now, I wonder if there was any point where I skipped Body Slam after getting Barricade. I don't think so, thankfully. Otherwise, that would be a big misplay. So, all in all, I'm trying to think of things that I regret doing in the build. Maybe Inflame wasn't doing that much, and it made us more vulnerable to Lightning Bolt guy. If we had ran into him, it would have made picking Spike Gauntlets less valuable. So maybe we didn't need to add Inflame. And Flame Barrier. The big misplay here was enchanting it with Nimble instead of just normal taunt. Because then we got offered the imbued, and thankfully we had a decent other option, but I would have preferred to put it on the flame barrier, I think. But taunt, it ended up working well because we got to start with vulnerable for 2 turns after we upgraded it. Then the twin strike, honestly, I wish we could see how much damage the cards did over the run, but I don't think twin strike was really doing much. We were kind of just playing blocks and pack sins. All in all, I think it was a fun run, a great run, and the tornado didn't blow away my setup, so I can keep making videos. And I'll go ahead and get possessed by the ghost of YouTube. Say, if you like the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any commentary about something interesting that happened, like the craziest block build you've gotten off on Ironclad, or maybe things that I missed that would have been great synergies, go ahead and let me know down below. And if you like the content and want to see more in the future, go ahead and subscribe. And until then, you guys have a beautiful day.